Guys, get yourself nice and comfortable. As always, find yourself on the mat, either lying down with the legs stretched out or lying down with the knees bent. You can bring the feet wider than hips and just let those knees knock in together if you wish. That's always quite comfortable to release any strain on the lower back if it's not comfortable with the legs out. So as you find your space on the mat and find your place of comfort, as always, I just want to run through that me as Michelle McGrath and as Simply Yoga Ireland cannot and do not take any responsibility or liabilities for any injuries that may occur while practicing with me online. Just that any practice that you do come to, you do so at your own risk. And in saying that, there shouldn't be too much risk, but you do want to be always checking in with your body. Know that the practice is okay for your body, and if something doesn't feel right, then it's not right at that time for you, even if it was perfect for you last week. So yoga is really all about that questioning yourself, that tuning in, that self-inquiry. So this is all part of the practice itself. Yes, so let's get ourselves comfortable. I hope I don't get attacked by a fly like I did last week. If any of you seen that, it was hilarious. So guys, as you find that comfort on the mat, you can bring your arms stretched out by your sides, the palms face the ceiling, or any other way that you can find comfort. Just allow yourself here to completely release into the earth first. Taking time to just let your whole body sink. And just surrender to this very moment. Surrender your body. Just in this very moment, let your body simply release, surrender, not having to do anything, just simply be. Surrender from the day even that is gone, and for anything yet to come. Take a moment here as you start to softly scan your physical body, noticing and noting how you arrive on your mat today. With no judgment, and meeting anything that shows up with kindness and with compassion. If you come to the mat today with any physical ailments, with pains, with aches, they are just the same as coming to the mat today, feeling expansive, feeling open, feeling strong. Whatever it is, it's just how you feel today. Take a moment to scan your mental and emotional states. How do you arrive on your mat today? Again, there's no right, there's no wrong. Allow yourself to be and to feel just as you are today. And then let's combine it all together, the physical, mental and emotional bodies. Gather them up and fully and completely welcome yourself to your mat for your practice. And now begin to welcome your breath more fully into your body. Allow your inhales and exhales to both become longer, slightly stronger, but without strain. Finding a breath on both inhales and on exhales that suits your body, your practice for today. If you can bring that sound to the breath, as if you're softly closing a valve in the center of the throat. That ujjayi sound might come, but what you're really trying here is to just regulate that breath. Allow it to be long, allow it to be strong yet comfortable. And hopefully be able to maintain it for the entire practice. As you find your breath and you find your body on the mat, you've welcomed yourself fully here. You're beginning to combine everything together. Let's bring our hands towards our heart center and set an intention for your practice today. Your intention can be anything from to find that comfortable breath today, to stay with it. Your intention today may be even to not get so hung up on the positions and the poses. We know there's going to be one tricky, weird transition. There always is, at least one of my classes. But maybe that's it today. Just let it be. If you get normally frustrated, don't. Try to work past that. And together, let's set the intention to practice with kindness. Kindness both on and off the mat. Kindness in our thoughts, our words, our actions, our deeds, and our movements. Kindness towards ourselves and everyone else who we come in contact with. Slowly lowering your hands down by your side. If the knees are not bent already, then let's take a bend to the knees, planting the feet on the earth. Just take a moment here. Maybe you want to lift your hips up and down. Maybe just a gentle movement of the knees from side to side. Starting to awaken our body again. Pause with the knees at center, and as always, let's begin now to move our body to our breath. On your inhales, we're going to stretch those arms up and over. And on exhales, they'll come all the way down by your side. Your body will tell you how far on the inhales the arms want to reach. They might pause off the mat. And on exhales, how much you want to stretch those arms down. Flow with that breath and just become comfortable with the length of breath and the movement. On inhales, allow the chest to expand in all directions. On exhales, there's a soft draw of the belly towards the spine, a soft engagement of the low abdominal muscles. Feel the side ribs, the ribs at the back expand on inhales. On exhales, finding strength, groundedness. Last time on your inhale, reach it all the way up. And on your exhale, softly all the way back and down. Very gently bring your knees towards your chest one at a time. And then give yourself a little movement, maybe a circle or two or a side to side. This is our Apanasana position. We're going to start to just gently move our bodies a little bit more. So with the legs here bent into the chest, on an inhale, we're going to straighten and stretch our legs to the sky. And on exhale, just re-bend those knees. On inhale, straighten them up. And they don't have to go fully straight if that's not what your body is willing to do today. Inhales, maybe they have to go out. And exhales, bend the knees. 2 more times like that. Inhales and exhales. And if this feels really intense on the body, you can always keep the feet on the ground and just inhales, lift the knees upwards, and on exhales, replant the feet. Either one will work. Let's do one more for luck, because I lost count. And exhales down. Now we're going to stretch those legs towards the sky. Hands can be by your side, they can be behind, just for a little bit of comfort. You can have your knees bent or straight. I'm just going to get into those ankles here. So let's take circular motions with the ankles. Back to a comfortable Ujjayi breath. Let's take those circles in the opposite way. And if one foot isn't working today, or for any reason there's not that much mobility, just do what you can. Just go with one foot or the opposite. Excellent. Stretch the legs up. Maybe take another gentle bend. And this time we're going to move the toes. So the feet might move a little bit. You're going to move and wiggle the toes as much as you can. Spread them out, close them in, spread them out, close them in, spread them out, close them in, and give them a little wiggle. Hopefully your foot doesn't cramp. Mine feels like it might. Excellent. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little gentle movement. And then with your hands on your knees, take a little circle or two. Perfect. We're going to, one more time, stretch those legs up towards the sky, knees bent or straight. And this time we're going to flex and point. So push through the heels, flex. Now you might need to lower your legs down for that. And point through the toes. Flex through the heels. Point through the toes. Flex through the heels. You might need a deeper bend. Point through the toes. You can always do it with the knees into the chest. Flex through the heels. Push through the heels. Point the toes. 2 more times in whichever variation or position serves you. Bend those knees into the chest, tight squeeze. Take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, lift your forehead up towards your knees, around your spine. With your inhale, slowly lower it all the way back and down. Take a little rock, take a little roll. Excellent. We're going to roll it all the way over onto your side and come to a seated position. So when you come to a seat today, find comfort anywhere you can. I like to sit up a little bit onto something, so I'm going to sit up onto my blanket. You can sit onto a block, you can sit onto a blanket, a cushion, anything you want. Once you sit up nice and tall, you can have the legs crossed if that's comfortable, or out nice and straight. We're going to work the upper body, so find comfort, push down into the ground, lengthen through your spine. Once you come up here, we're going to take some deep shoulder rolls. So firstly, bringing your shoulders forward, up towards your ears, back, and then all the way down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale forward and up, exhale back and down. Last time. Excellent, loosen out your hands. We're going to bring those shoulders up towards the ears, shoulder shrugs. So just inhale them all the way up. Deep sigh, exhale. Feels good. Inhale, bring them all the way up. Open the mouth. Oh, one more time, release it out. That really feels good. Give it one more little shake out. You need to change your seat, please feel free. You can cross your legs the opposite way if you wish. We're going to take an inhale, turn your palms out and reach them up towards the sky, maybe look up. As you exhale, we're going to bend our elbows, push your chest through and find a nice opening chest. As you inhale now, stretch towards the sky, chin in. And as you exhale, open the chest, bend the elbows. Inhale this time, as you round the spine, can you bring your chest forward or bring your chest back? And then switch it up. We're going to inhale, open the chest, elbows back. As you exhale the next time, pull. So you're going to start to really move the spine here. On inhales, pull the chest forward, elbows back. Exhale, round it down. Moving as much as you're comfortable. Inhale, pelvis comes forward, chest opens. And exhale, round and curve. Just one more time. Inhale, give as much movement as you are comfortable. And exhale, round and curve. On inhale, lift it up to the sky, maybe look up. Hands will reach out and all the way down. Exhale, give them a little shake of the shoulders, a little shake of the hands. The legs are crossed, we're going to uncross them, straighten them out towards the front of the mat, and just give your legs a little bit of a wiggle, a little bit of a jiggle, bending one knee and then the opposite. Push down through your sacrum, down through or down to your sitting bones, down your sacrum, lift up through the spine. Excellent. From here, anyone can do this, anyone can do this. There's 2 different ways to do this, is what I should say. I'm going to bring your feet, start to walk them in. Place your hands behind your thighs and see if you can take a little boat pose. Open the chest. For some people, you're just going to stay here and then plant the feet and come forward. So you're going to have an option to come back, lift, take an inhale, and on your exhale, just come forward and soften. If you wish, you're going to inhale here, and as you exhale, roll it on the spine, and inhale back up. Just a few times, exhale, roll, inhale up, or exhale, plant, inhale up. Find your breath. So any way that you like, either feet down or the roll, Exhales will roll. Inhale, see if you can find that little pause. Exhales, roll. Inhale, pause. Or exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Just one more wherever you're at. See if you can pause. Chest open, belly in, knees towards the chest. Feet can touch the floor. Toes can touch the floor, or they can rise. Excellent. Plant your feet down. You're going to come all the way over onto your hands and knees. And if you thought that that was your weird movement, it's not. So when you come to your hands and knees, if you need a blanket, please use it. As always, if it's too thick, maybe just open it out a little bit. You can decide, knees onto the blanket, hands underneath the shoulders or a little bit further forward. And guys, as always, self-inquiry here, just move what feels nice. What does your body want after that? A little bit of stretch in the hip flexors maybe. Take a moment to come back to that Ujjayi breath, because sometimes after a little bit of movements like that, our breath and our heart rate will have gone up a little bit. So any bit of movement forward, back, side to side, roll it out. Then take a strong plant of the hands, fingertips down, pads of the hands down, tuck their toes and find your first downward facing dog. In your first downward dog today, we're going to take a nice little movement, just really stretching through one heel towards the earth as you bend the opposite, taking a breath, 2 or 3 there. And when you're ready, switching it up, deep bend into one knee and really drawing the heel of the opposite leg towards the earth. You're still pushing the ground away with the arms. We're still engaged here. Our arms aren't lazy. Think about drawing the forearms together and then drawing the upper arms together. Give a little bit of a walk out, a little bit of a wiggle. Excellent. Come to the floor, bring your knees all the way down first. Tuck or untuck your toes. You're going to walk all the way up and come all the way to standing, I'm going to say, on your knees. Is it seated on your knees? Who knows? Let's take a deep shoulder roll all the way up, back and down. Give your hands a little shake out. Now bring your arms up towards shoulder height. And just here for a moment, belly is drawn in, we push down into the earth, and on an inhale we're going to turn your palms towards the sky, and on an exhale turn them as much as you can behind. So inhale turns them up towards the sky, and exhale turn them around as much as you can. 2 more times, inhale turn them up, reach the thumbs back, and exhale turning them all the way down. Inhale, last time, turns it all the way up. And exhale, turn it all the way down. We're not giving me a thumbs down. So on your inhale, maybe make thumbs and give us a big thumbs up. Hey. Inhale, let's reach it all the way up towards the sky. And exhale, hands come all the way down. Start to bend your knees and crawl yourself all the way forward. Give those hips a little bit of a wiggle again, side to side. Maybe a circle or 2. So I'm going to take a little bit of fluid movements even now, and you can decide, you can make them tougher, you can make them easier. So we're going to start off by, on your exhale, drawing your bum back towards your heels. And on your inhale, bringing the chest forward and lowering to the earth all the way down. On your exhale, surrendering here. And on your inhale, lifting the chest up. On your exhale, draw the bum back towards the heels. And on inhale, brings you all the way forward and down. Pause on your exhale. And on your inhale, chest opens. Exhale, pushes the bum all the way back, child's pose. And on inhale, brings you all the way forward. Your exhale will either be on the floor or on the way down, depends on how long your breath is. And your inhale will lift your chest up. Now you can stay with that, or option as you exhale, tuck your toes, find down dog. And on inhale, brings you all the way forward. Exhale, meets the earth. On inhale, spine long. And on exhale, either your child's pose or down dog. Just 2 more times, and you can mix it up here. Really just want you to move with your breath, with your body, what feels good. Inhales. Maybe you're bum back to the child's pose on exhale. Maybe you're rolling through that body, as much movement and fluid movement as you can. Chest will open on your inhales wherever you are. And on exhales, last time, either child's pose or down dog. Flowing you forward, meeting the earth on, or just as you begin the exhale. Inhale, chest will lift. And exhale this time, if we can all find downward dog, tuck your toes, lift your bum to the sky. Take a little bit of movement into those legs. Strong plant of the hands here. And here we're going to spread the legs about about mat distance. Deep bend into the knees, heels lift up towards the sky, and start to walk yourself backwards. When you inhale, then come to that flat back that you're used to, chest forward. Bend through the knees as you exhale, fold it down. Let's push the ground away nice and strong as you reach towards the sky. Hands to your heart center. Exhale. Take a moment. Close your eyes. Take a breath. Allow yourself to walk in a little bit, heel toe till you're about hips distance. Again, deep inhale and exhale. Take a moment in your standing position to draw down through the earth with the feet strongly from the hips all the way down, and a deep inhale from the hips all the way up to the top of the head. Feeling grounded, safe and secure. Excellent. Take a blink and a shake out of that body. Blink your eyes open, shake your whole body out. Feet, hips, hands, legs, shoulders, head. Yeah, I'm doing it live. So when you give yourself a good little shake out, guys, if you want to keep the blanket there, you can. We will be coming into lunges in a minute, but I'm going to take it away just because I want to walk weirdly to the top of the mat. So as always, when we're going to do a full body, we're going to do some crazy stuff. So let's come up onto the balls of the feet or onto the tippy toes. If you can, get nice and tall. We're going to make it to the top of the mat by simply crossing one leg on top of the other, making small movements, lifting through the heels as much as you can, cross as much as you can, lift as much as you can, move as much as you can, and why not? When you come to the top of the mat, bring your heels down. Draw your chest open, shoulders up, back and down. Feet about hips distance apart at the top of the mat. Coming into our half sun salutations or modified sun salutations. Let's take an inhale and reach it all the way up. Bend through those knees as you exhale, folding down. As you inhale, the spine is going to go nice and long, chest opens. Bend the knees as you exhale, refold. Push the earth away as you inhale, reach it all the way up to the sky. Hands to your heart center. Exhale. Let's flow again. Inhale, reach. Fold, exhale. Flat back, inhale. Refold, exhale. All the way to the sky, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Really connect to that breath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chest long. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a breath in between. Inhale and exhale. Adding on the lunge if you wish, or stay with that. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, spine long. Left leg goes back first as you exhale. Left knee to the earth. Here, if you wish to pad the knee, please feel free. It's always a good idea. So with the knee down, get yourself centered, and here if you do have blocks or books, maybe plant them beside the foot or back a little bit more. So once you plant your foot down, back knee is down, you're going to slowly come up, place your hands onto your thigh, open the chest, and then let's take an inhale where you reach it all the way up. As you exhale, hands are going to come out as wide as the shoulders, and as you inhale, turn your palms as much as you can to the sky. As you exhale, turn them all the way back and down, and as you inhale, all the way up. Belly is drawing in. If you wish to stretch more here, bring your front foot forward a little bit and allow your hips to come forward and down. As you inhale this time, turn and lift. Maybe look up towards the sky. And as you exhale, our fingertips are going to come to the earth. So either here or on a height or on a higher height, whichever suits. This time, the next time you inhale, you're going to look straight ahead. Nice long spine, and when you exhale, we're going to start to draw the bum back, straightening the front foot. Front toes might lift, take a nice stretch. We're going to move, inhale, bend the knee, chest forward. Exhale, draw the bum back, start to straighten your leg. One more time, inhale, brings the chest forward, knee bent. And as you exhale, this time we're going to pause, draw the bum back. And with that front leg, again, it may be super bent, you may be able to straighten it, but I want you to feel this as a proper strengthening stretch. So you're going to push that front heel down into the mat and pull it back. So the action is down and back, so this is activating your hamstring as well as stretching. So we're not just here just dipping into our bodies, but we're really active. Push that heel down, and as if you want to pull the leg back without physically moving it. Take another breath if you can here. Remember, you might be up nice and tall on your blocks. Wherever you are, start to simply bend into that front knee. Look ahead, inhale. And as you exhale, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, glide, step, hop, or shimmy to the top of the mat. With your inhale, spine nice and long. As you exhale, bend through those knees, fold it down. As you inhale, push the earth away, reach to the sky. Hands to your heart, exhale. You might even notice a difference in both legs at the minute, so pause, take a breath. Just bring your awareness to the body. Even though we're in a standing position, now is there any difference between the right and left side? No judgment if there is or there isn't, just simply notice. Opposite side, let's inhale, let's reach it up. As you exhale, bend the knees, fold it through. Come to that flat back on the inhale, chest long. Right leg this time steps all the way back. Right leg steps back, right knee to the earth. Make sure you don't slip like I nearly did there on my blanket. So again, let's get yourself comfortable, plant that front foot, and then if it feels good, come up onto your front thigh. If that doesn't feel like you need to go any further, then don't. If you wish, we're going to inhale those arms to the sky. Let's make sure we feel steady. As you exhale, hands come to shoulder height. If you want to shimmy the front foot forward and deepen the stretch, go for it, but don't collapse. We're strong, we're pushing down into the earth and lengthening. On your inhales, whenever they come, you're going to open the upper arms, and as you exhale, you're going to turn those hands all the way back as much as you can. As you inhale, we're going to open, think chest open, and as you exhale, turn them all the way down. Really pushing down through the ground with the back shin, knee and foot. And the front foot as well is very active. It's kind of like in that stretch, you're pushing down and pulling back with that front foot as well. Now we're going to inhale, we're going to reach it up, maybe a back bend if it feels good. And as you exhale, both hands to the earth. Again, you might be on fingertips, you might have your full hands on, or you might want to bring in your blocks on any level, or books, or pots, or boxes. So we're going to start to exhale. We draw the bum up and back as you start to straighten the front leg. It may be bent, toes might point. On inhales, bend and look forward. So this is what it'll look like if you have blocks or something to heighten the body. You can bring them back further. Inhales, it would be chest open, knee bent. And exhale is bum back, nice stretch. Inhale all the way forward. And this time we're going to pause on our exhale. So as you come back this time, bring your bum to where it's comfortable. A nice stretch in that left hamstring. But now let's make it active. Push that heel strongly down. And as if you're pulling the leg back. So it's very active, heel down and back, strong pull. Activating the muscle as well here. And again, even with that activation, you might have the help of a block or a book or whatever. Or you might have your fingertips on the earth, or you just might not want anything. Keep pulling and pushing. I need to have some stability. Excellent. One more breath, guys. The chest can be long here. If you want to deepen it, you can always fold. I should have said that. And as you inhale, slowly start to bend that front knee, lift the chest. Excellent. From here, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, shimmy, hop, step, walk, skip. Any way you can to the top of the mat. Let's inhale the spine long. Bend through those knees and exhale, fold it forward. As you inhale, push the earth away and reach it up. As you exhale, both hands will come to your heart center. Take a breath here, push down into the ground. Really feel strong in the legs and notice maybe there's sensations in the legs. That's quite a deep stretch for many people. Just notice if there's anything there. Any sensations? Excellent. Let's start to blink the eyes open and give yourself a nice little shake out. So as I said, we're going to try and hit every part of the body today. So we're going to start to work on it a little bit more. Let's take anything out of your way because I have no idea what way we're going to land on the mat. So feet about hips distance apart. Let's get ourselves nice and tall. We're going to come into a full sun salutation first. If you know you don't like them, stay with the half, totally fine. Feet at hips distance apart. Let's come and take a deep inhale and reach. Bend through those knees as you fold. A deep inhale, spine long. Step into a plank as you exhale, hands down. Step one leg and then the opposite. Take an inhale in your plank pose, a nice long spine. As you exhale, knees down. Bend your elbows backwards as you soften your thighs, belly, pelvis, chest. As you inhale, roll your shoulders up, back and down. Take a cobra and completely surrender as you exhale. Use your upper body strength now. Push the ground away, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Start to breathe. Planting into those fingertips, pads of the hands. A little bit of energy into where the index finger and thumb meet. Take a bend to both knees, lift your bum up and back. Take a nice stretch. And then only straighten those legs if it feels good. Maybe tuck your chin in slightly, look towards your knees, toes or the belly. As you inhale, look towards the hands. Walk, step or hop it forward. Any way that you can get to the mat. On your inhale, spine nice and long. Belly in, exhale, bend the knees and fold it down. Push the ground away as you rise and reach on inhales. Your hands come to your heart as you exhale. Excellent, take a breath. Adding on a little bit now, feet at hips distance apart. Let's inhale and reach. Exhale and fold. As you inhale, it will be that chest long. As you exhale, step to your plank pose. As you inhale here or with knees down. And then on your exhale, knees, chest and chin all the way down. Your version of cobra for today, belly in, lift the shoulders. And exhaling, just completely surrender. As you inhale, bit of strength, come up onto the knees, tuck your toes downward facing dog. Draw some weight into your left leg and left heel. As you inhale, lift and stretch the right leg back. As you exhale, just touch the floor. 2 more times. Inhale, lift the right leg. And exhale down. If this is too much, come to hands and knees. It's no problem. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. We're going to inhale, reach it up. And this time, bend your knee. Open your hip out as if you want to kick yourself in the bum. Look towards the right. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale, we'll bring the knees back together, hips centered. Bring your right foot down. Look towards the top of the mat. Walk, step, or hop it through. As you inhale this time, flat back. We're stepping all the way back on your exhale. Step back to your plank pose. Take an inhale. And melt to the ground on your exhale, whichever way suits. As you inhale, lift the spine. And as you exhale, surrender. Use your strength. Push the ground away, bringing you all the way up. Excellent. Bring some weight onto the right leg. And as you inhale, that left leg to the sky. Tapping down on your exhale. And your inhale, lift only as far as you're comfortable. As you exhale, tap. Keep some energy into that right heel, that right leg. Excellent. Remember, if you need to take a break, guys, please feel free. This time, bend that left knee. And as if you're opening the knee up towards the ceiling, you might look under your arm. And then you want to think about those arms, bringing the left arm down in case it opens too much. So nice and centered. Bring the knees back to meet. Hips centered. Left foot down. Look straight ahead. Walk, step, or hop towards the top of the mat. And this time, take your inhale, spine long. Bend those knees as you exhale, fold and just stay for a moment, surrender. I like to turn my palms up here to give my wrists a little bit of a break. They might not make it as far as the floor, they might just be hanging, and that's fine. Just take a deeper bend to the knees to take off any pressure. Tuck your chin in a little bit and just allow your head and neck and spine to get a little bit of movement here. A little bit of side to side. Just notice that there's no tension in the neck. That it can easily nod yes and shake for no. And then really bend those knees, curl up through the spine, push the feet down and start to round and curl all the way up. Let's take an inhale, reach. Hands to your heart as you exhale. Excellent, give yourself a little shake out. Sometimes I don't know how tough this is because this room is really warm tonight. And I'm like, whew, lads, this is tough. So you might be at home like in a cooler place and thinking, this is really easy, and I'm like roasted, barely able to talk. Give yourself a nice little shake, nice little movement everywhere. So in this one, we're going to come into that little bit of a different position. It might not be challenging, just might be different. Let's just roll with it. There's no way I'm even showing you, because actually there might be. Just think when we're in a downward dog, we're going to come forward into a plank with our knee into our chest, and we're going to be crossing it under the body. So it's just to know that we cross the body under and then plant the opposite foot. So what we'll do is, if you want, you'll be lifting a hand. Maybe you won't want it today, and in the end, we'll end up on the floor somehow. So let's roll through that. Feet at hips distance apart. You're like, no, turn it off, switch it off. Feet down, let's inhale and reach. Bend the knees as you exhale, fold it forward. As you inhale, flat back. And as you exhale, step into downward dog. So hands down, step it back. Downward dog is your upside down V, bum up. On your inhale, you're going to lift your left leg towards the sky. And on your exhale, you're going to bring your left knee into your chest, but roll your body forward into a plank, so your shoulders are over your wrists. And then with that left foot, you're going to cross it under the body, out towards the right. So it's halfway up along the mat, and then you're crossing it out towards the center, so right out to the right. So you're going to stay here, or plant your whole right foot down, turn your heel in, and lift your right arm towards the sky. It's a fallen triangle pose. So that's quite intense. Come back with the hands down, lift your heel, push your bum back, take a little stretch. So you're going to get a deep stretch here in the outer left bum and hamstring and side. And then you're going to switch. So you're going to turn your whole body. You might bring some weight onto the left hand and end up seated. Told you I didn't know what way I was going to be. Look, I'm my back to you. From this position, we're going to interlace our hands. Inhale, reach it up towards the sky. And as you exhale, turn to the left leg and fold to your comfort. As you inhale with the hands turned up to the sky, reach, turn to the right, exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, reach it up, turn to the left, exhale, fold. Inhale, reach, turn to the right, exhale, fold. Inhale, reach it all the way up. Release your hands, exhale all the way down. Take a shake, a shimmy of the shoulders. And we're going to come back onto our hands. So just twist and turn your body any way you can. Bend your knees and make your way back to a hands and knees position. Excellent. Tuck your toes, lift your bum. Look towards the hands and walk it forwards. Hope you're still with me. Inhale and reach that spine nice and long. As you exhale, we're stepping it back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath first here. On your inhale, the right leg is going to reach towards the sky. On your exhale, roll forward to plank as you bring your right knee to the chest. And then cross that right leg under so it's halfway up along your mat. The side of your foot is planted, and then you can stay here, push the ground away, belly in, or option to turn on that back foot, heel plants, and lift the left arm. So you're balancing, push down into the ground, inhale and reach it up. You can come back, placing that left hand down now if you wish, whichever feels comfortable. Or you're going to make your way to the mat, so you can place both hands down and bring your bum to the earth, or simply turn onto your heels, let your bum down. If you're anywhere else on the mat, just find yourself now in a seated position, both legs out nice and straight, nice and wide. Interlace the hands, let's take an inhale and a reach. Turn to the left leg and exhale, just simply fold, it doesn't matter how far you go. As you inhale, push down into your sitting bones to lift up. Turn to your right, exhale, fold. If interlacing your hands doesn't work, your shoulders are tight, keep the arms nice and wide, doesn't matter. Turn to your left, exhale, fold. Inhale, reach, push down through both sitting bones and exhale. Turn to the right and fold. As you inhale, let's reach it all the way up. Turn your hands out as you exhale all the way down. Plant your fingertips, open the chest. Bring your feet together. And just like you began earlier, give them a nice little shake out, a nice little shimmy, nice little bit of movement. Perfect. You're going to plant your hands just behind you, fingertips face away from the body. It doesn't matter where you are on the mat. You can fix yourself back up if you want. So turn your hands backwards if your wrists allow, or forwards if they don't. Plant both feet away from the bum so it's not too close, not too far away. And if you can then, just open the chest. So think, roll the shoulders up, back and away, chest, belly comes in as the chest opens. Some people just take a few breaths here with the chest opening. If you want to take it a little bit further, push down into your feet and see if you can lift your bum. Just take a few breaths just to open the body. For some people, turning the hands the opposite way will be nicer, you decide. And remember, just have your bum on the ground, open the chest, doesn't matter which one you do. Take another breath if you can. Wherever you are, if the bum is up in the air, take a slight pause, release it down. Straighten out through your legs, give them a shake, give your hands a little shake. We're going to somehow get ourselves back to where we normally are on the mat, however that is. Spine nice and long, feet plant down, open through the chest. For a moment as you sit, just bring your feet out a little bit wider so that there's a good space, so that they're kind of planted, you feel a little bit secure. Place your hands onto your shins or your knees, and as you inhale, just open the chest, maybe look up towards the sky. And as you exhale, we're going to curl it down, kind of like we did in the seated position earlier. As you inhale, pull the chest through the arms, lift up, look up. Exhale, round it down as much as you can, chin in. One more time as you inhale, pull that chest through, open. And as you exhale, curl it down, chin to chest. This time as you inhale, lift it all the way up. Pause and see if you can find that boat pose from earlier. So your boat pose might be feet down, chest lifted, hands behind the thighs. Pull the chest towards your knees towards your chest. It may be that you can go back slightly and come up onto the tippy toes. Breathe. And it may be that you can even lift your shins parallel to the mat. Any one of them, same thing, options. Breathe. Think of pulling your thighs towards your chest so that you're starting to activate here. We're not just using the hip flexors. Take another breath, and wherever you are, we're coming back onto our spine. So you can do it in a fun and funky way, or maybe you just plant down. You decide you can roll it all the way down. Land with the spine on the mat, the knees into the chest, and take a breather. Take a breath. Take a little bit of movement side to side, forward and back, circle, or maybe you just want to take complete stillness. Notice your breath, find it. The knees in towards the chest. Allow the knees just to open slightly or as wide as they will go today. Hands on the knees, the inner shins into the lower shins or even onto the ankles, and just let your body, your hips release a little bit and your body release into the earth. If your hips are lifting up too high here, just let them come back down a little bit. Let the low back, the sacrum meet the earth. And give yourself a little moment, give yourself a little time. Softly bring both knees back together into the chest. Plant your feet slowly onto the ground. Both feet plant down. Let's bring your feet as wide as the mat, or wider than the hips at least. Arms are going to come out by the side. You can decide, palms face up while the hands are at shoulder height, or bring them in that cactus arm, elbows bent, backs and the hands touch the earth. We're going to softly bring the knees all the way over towards the left and just let them fall. If this feels comfortable, you can lift your head and turn it towards the right. Belly in, take a few breaths. Allowing yourself now to simply surrender here. Let your body be in the pose, be in the position, but allow everything just to soften, to relax a little bit. If this feels comfortable, you might lift your left foot and place it onto your right thigh and draw that right leg down to deepen the stretch here in the hip, side body, hip flexor. Coming back to the feeling and sensation in your whole body, not just in that area, but maybe you house the arms, feeling the shoulders. You can give some movement into the fingers. It's always nice. Some movement into the facial muscles. You can move into this thing, it's called, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's like S-M-I-L-E. Oh, it's a smile. So you can give yourself a nice big smile, or just laugh at my complete stupidity. Either ways, I'm okay with it if it brings a smile to your face. You can release that top leg if you have it there. Bring your head back towards center. Slowly engage your belly towards the spine for a little bit of engagement. Squeeze the hips as you bring the knees back to center. And again, feet as wide as the mat or as wide as you wish them to be. Let the knees come to the right. Wherever they fall, wherever they find themselves, let them just lie. If you have the elbows bent, you might want them straight. You might want the arms straight behind the head, what feels good. If you can, lift your head up and turn it towards the left. To get a nice twist into the spine and the neck as well. If that feels intense or like you're straining your neck in any way, just keep looking straight towards the sky. Find your breath and just breathe into the areas of your body. Feel as if they could do with it right now. If you're comfortable, maybe lift that right foot, plant it onto your left thigh, as if you're drawing the left thigh closer towards the earth. Let yourself just surrender to the position, to the pose, to your breath. Surrender to every part of you right now. Just Everything that you did or didn't do in the practice, it's okay. If you just sat on the mat and watched, that's okay. If you just found a breath practice for today, then that's fantastic. Surrender to whatever you did or didn't do. Just let it be. Turn your head back to center. If it's turned, release the top foot. Bring those knees back towards center. Knees to the chest, hands wrap around. Take an inhale. As you exhale, roll the spine, curl. As you inhale, find your Shavasana for today. Final resting pose. Can be as you began, legs stretched out, arms out nice and wide, palms face the ceiling. You may also take a bend to the knees, plant the feet wider than the hips, let the knees knock in together. You may invert the legs, put them up the wall. What feels nice, what feels good. Grab your blanket, guys. Place your blanket on and find a place and a space of comfort. I do like to snuggle my shoulder blades under here. Kind of feels like I'm opening the chest a little bit. Kind of just feels like I'm bringing more space into my chest and my airways. And then let everything soften and relax. Allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. Feel the body just sink even when you let go of Ujjayi breath. Just let your body return to its own natural state. And then let it go deeper than that and let it start to rest. Your toes, your feet and ankles, relax. Your legs from ankles to hips fall outwards and soften. Your hips, your pelvis, relaxed. Your low, mid and upper spine, soft. Your arms, fingers and wrists, relaxed. Consciously relax your shoulders. Soften them into the earth, soften them away from your ears. Let them rest. Relax your chest, your ribs, your belly. From your shoulders to your toes, allow your whole lower body to melt. Relax your neck, your mouth, your jawline soft. The muscles around the eyes and the cheekbones. Muscles of the forehead release. Even softening the scalp and the back of the head. Your whole body relaxed. As your whole body releases here, just take a moment of complete surrender. Allow yourself to relax. Out your body as if it was the first stretch of the entire day. Softly bring your knees towards your chest for Apanasana position, and for right now, just for a position. position of gratitude, of comfort. Comfort yourself and thank yourself for showing up on the mat today. Thank yourself and your body for all it has done, for all its abilities and all its disabilities, for every part of you that makes you the person you are on the mat today. Thank yourself for showing up and find gratitude, love and kindness for yourself, because you deserve it. Softly roll over onto your side, making your way to a seated position of your choice. Allow your eyes to remain closed when you get there. Allow your spine to be long. And just allow yourself to simply sit, to be aware, to feel. Take awareness to your breath. Together, let's take an equal count. Just an inhale and exhale for the count of 4. We'll just do it 4 times. Together, let's inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, and 4. Let yourself sit. Let your breath be natural. And just let your mind wander in the body, in the breath, and in anything that shows up for you right now. Where does your attention go? Where does it flow? Let's take a deep inhale together. Reach your arms up to the sky. Hands to your heart center as you exhale. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu.